Howdy, folks. Bob here, the ones and twos guy. Hey, Jeff and the rest of the crew decided that they were going to take a vacation. Walter called in and left us some few comments, so we're going to listen to those, but it's a short podcast. Hope y'all are having a great holiday season and a great end of the year. We just watched the Alamo Bowl here, and we're getting ready for the CFP. Thank y'all. We'll see you next year.
First off, happy holidays, everyone. Let's start off with the Dallas Cowboys that continue to have the same issues all season long. They just cannot play well on the road. And now they're pretty much guaranteed of starting the playoffs on the road. So for me, the chances of them making the Super Bowl are absolutely over. They're not good enough to be a team that can run the table on the road and get to the Super Bowl. Not a very happy holiday for the Dallas Cowboys, a very disappointing December for them. As for the Texans, I thought for a long time they would make the playoffs, but once C.J. Stroud got hurt, that all changed. I think it'll be very difficult for them to make the playoffs now, and actually, I don't expect them to make the playoffs at this point. That's an awful turn for them. As for the top teams in the NFL, as we saw this weekend, I think we saw a Super Bowl preview last night with the Niners and the Ravens. I'll take the outcome of that game a little bit with a grain of salt, but I still believe the Niners will get there when all things are said and done. I expect them to meet up with the Ravens in the Super Bowl, so that's what I'm expecting at the end of the season, but of course, that could all change. Let's talk some college football. First, before we get to the semifinals and the playoffs, a minute or two on UTSA. I did not like what Jeff Traylor did as far as hiding the injury to Frank Harris. This wasn't a sprained ankle situation. You know, it wasn't a sprained wrist or anything like that. It was a major injury he had in the Tulane game. It was a broken shoulder. I thought it was pretty cheesy and unclassy of Traylor to do this, especially against an inferior team, and obviously inferior team in Marshall. And especially the way the Marshall coach performed, they were going to have an easy time with Marshall. I thought it was a bad job by Jeff Traylor. I didn't like it, but still congratulations to the Roadrunners. And one other thing, Jeff Traylor also during that game had two of his players intentionally collapse on the field so they could stop the clock and kind of stop the momentum, take a breath for their players against Marshall. So, again, come on, coach. You're better than that. You didn't need to do that against Marshall, for crying out loud. That was just BS by the UTSA coach. All right, let's jump over to Monday night semifinal games in college football. Texas, Washington, Alabama, Michigan. It's a coin flip for me for both of those games. Texas with Quinn Ewers has been terrific. Their defense is very good, but Washington is good as well. I don't know how these games are going to go. The one thing I do expect, though, I do expect these games to be absolutely terrific. I will be disappointed if they aren't, and we'll see how that all goes. All right, let's get to the Spurs. The only one concern I have for them, listen, they're a terrible team. They still don't play defense. They still don't make three-point shooting well enough. But the one thing that scares you is Wemby having foot issues. I know it was just stepping on a ball boy, but still, anytime you have a 7-footer with a foot injury, it scares you to death. I know it's nothing, but anytime a 7-footer has a foot injury, it scares me to death. Let's hope it was just an isolated incident. The other thing about Wemby is the fans in San Antonio want him to do everything. They want him to be the point guard. They want the entire offense to be surrounded around him. They want him to be the defensive player of the year. They want him to fix the internet and Wi-Fi at the Frost Bank Center. Give him a break. Be patient with Wemby. The whole team will get there eventually. If not, then you fire Pop. But Greg Popovich didn't become a crappy coach overnight. They'll be fine at some point. They just don't have enough talent on the team right now. The one thing that bothers you, though, is Greg Popovich has been a great defensive coach throughout his career. Why these players aren't playing defense, I don't know. Let me give you a couple of quick ones here. Let me give you a couple of mean Wally takes. I don't take off during the holidays. It is time for Mean Wally. First one I got for you is the three old ladies that go sledding down the hill on that commercial. I'm tired of all three of them at this point. I'm tired of watching that commercial. At this point, I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. I want all three of them to slam their sleds into a freaking tree. I told you it was Mean Wally. All right, Mean Wally, take number 2. The lady on the airplane with the AT&T chick with the big boobs. I want to kick that lady's back of her chair when she starts bitching about having to pay for water. Hey, lady, water isn't cheap. You have to pay like $2 for a bottle of it at the store. Stop your bitching. All right, mean take number 3. The Cowboys handing off to a player that has never touched the ball for the most part throughout the season in hopes of getting him a touchdown in a big spot is next level stupid. But that's Mike McCarthy for you. All right, now let's get to some nice Wally takes. I absolutely love the NBA on Christmas Day. I love that. I think it's a great tradition. It's as good as Turkey Day in the NFL, and a lot of times it's better. I absolutely love it. Fantastic. And here's my final take of the holiday season. I am so done with the debate about whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't give a rat's ass whether it's a Christmas movie or not. I don't even like Bruce Willis. Nevertheless, here's the real debate for me for holiday movies. The final scene that is, in It's a Wonderful Life is perhaps the best scene in movie history. I can make that argument. I haven't seen one better. And I'll tell you another thing. It's a Wonderful Life is a must-watch for the holidays. If you haven't seen that movie, you are completely missing out, and you're completely clueless. Go watch the freaking movie. It doesn't matter even if the holidays are over for you, go watch It's a Wonderful Life. You will not be disappointed, and you'll feel good about yourself after you watch it. Everybody have a happy new year, and we will talk to you in 2024. Peace out.
How y'all feel out there? Do you feel good? I said, do you feel good? Come on. The groove feel good when it make you move. Make your next move your best move. I said the groove feel good when it make you move. Make your next move your best move. It feel good, don't it? It feel good. It feel good cause you know it's